What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Abe. This is Eve Online, and we are still talking about skills. And I wanted to talk about kind of like walk through how one might go about setting up a plan, and then talk a little bit about EveMon, which I mentioned in one of the previous videos, and then we can go back and forth and see what that means. So let's say I decide I want to fly this Stratios, right? I'm tired of getting my ass kicked while I'm out exploring, and I want to do some kicking of ass myself. I know that most people have an Astero, and so I've decided I want to fly this Stratios. And so I found a nice fit that I like. It's one that I can't fly, and it's looking like it requires a month and 5 days to train into. Um, some of them may be the weapons, and we can always improve those. Some of it may be, I don't know. It'll tell you up here, right? So it looks like mostly the drones and the ship skills are what I need. But that's just what I need to fly it and to equip these things. But am I going to be good enough with them? Is it going to be worth putting 600 million ISK on the line? That's another question for another day. But let's just say this is our goal, okay? And depending on where you got it, you might have found it on Eve University, or you might have found it through a corporation link, or your fits through your corporation. One way or the other, you found a fit, you found a ship, you've decided this is what you want to fly, and now you need to figure out how to skill into it. And so I'm on this path, and I identified everything that's here, because I've got a bunch of heavy and medium Tech 2 drones that are in here, and that'll be much cheaper than trying to fly with the Meta 4 version. So I know that I want to finish my exploration skills. So we look over here at scanning, and I'm like working on the last thing. So I'm going to let that finish up. And then just general fitting skills. I looked over here and I realized that of the key ones that I had talked about in one of my previous videos, I don't have some of these really important ones. So I added those next, and then I just started grabbing, because I see that this is an armor tank ship. I grabbed a bunch of armor tanking things. There's the shield skills that are also on that Magic 14 list. And then here are the ship skills, the drone skills, and so on and so forth. Now, if we go over to look at EveMon, which we'll pull up here. So this is based, if you come up on EveMon and you go under plans and select current skill queue or create plan from skill queue, you can essentially, it just throws out all of your skills right here. It shows what their primary attribute is, what the secondary attribute is, the group, and all of that. And so if you start then grouping together skills that share attributes, right? You see that right now, if we go back to the game and we look at what augmentations and what my attributes are, right now I'm focused on intelligence with a secondary on memory, right? So going back to EveMon, intelligence and memory. So I'm just grabbing everything that I'm already sort of mapped to in my neural mapping, and I've put those first. So everything that is intelligence and memory comes first, except for some of the things I'm not really interested in or don't care much about, right? So everything else, then, it looks like, is perception and willpower, right? The ship skills are all perception and willpower. Drones are memory and perception. And if you come over here, you just click here and you toggle remapping point. If you do this, all you have to do is hit optimized, and it'll tell you how much time you'll save. So this will save me almost 15 days worth of training if I remap my skill or my attributes into memory as first, and second as perception. So, all right, and there it is. So memory 27, perception 21, and I just leave things where they're at now. Now, if I wanted to add one right here, I could see, now it suggests exactly where I'm at. right? Intelligence first, memory second. So I don't need that because I already, I'm already kind of doing that. And so now we have from here to, let's just say, the end of where we're talking about. This gives me 160 days, so not quite 6 months worth of training where, all I'm doing is remapping once. Now, given that, most people are only going to be able to remap once a year, you want to be very judicious in when and how you do that. But starting where you're at and looking forward for a year and trying to set a target, it gives you something to work towards, right? So now, then you come over here and you realign your skills according to your EveMon map, right? So I've got these. I've got right up here at the top. This is all intelligence and memory. We get into the armor stuff, still intelligence and memory, and then we get into perception and willpower, and we get through all of these, right? So I know then that I need to come in here and, right around this point, somewhere in here, I need to, I might be able to remove that navigation 5. I don't think I need that, but, right around here, I'll be able to remap to, the thing that EveMon says, focusing on perception and willpower or memory. I forget specifically, but once I've done that, then I can switch over and train all of those skills. And since I'll be focused on that, and all of my attributes will be focused on that moving forward, I should be able to, pick another goal as I'm coming up near the end, create another map or plan, and then rearrange my skills accordingly. So I'm taking advantage of the attributes that I currently have, maximizing the effectiveness of that, and then, planning out when my next remap will be to, expedite that whole process. So this is the way you would set up a plan. You just sort of pick a goal, decide I want to fly this ship, and this is how it's gonna, like, this is what it's gonna look like. These are the skills I'm gonna need. A lot of times they'll put drones in your ship, and this will then let you know if you hover over this whether you can fly those drones or not. Thankfully, I'm skilled into a number of these abilities or these modules, so that I can use the core probe launcher 2, that I can use the Tech 2 range finding array, and the this has relic and data analyzer 1. That's no good. Why don't we get over here and fix that? Analyzer 1 and data analyzer 2. There we go. And you can see that used up even more CPU. So now we've got the Tech 2 versions and a Tech 2 afterburner, but doesn't change my skills at all. So just to train into what I need to run all of this and to equip everything, it'll take a month. And that's including those drones, a month and a week, basically. But to lay things out this way, it's going to take me much longer. But once I do get into it and I've got 600 million ISK on the line, I'm going to be much better prepared, much better defended. Look at all these, the armor compensations. Those are very useful. My drones are actually going to be doing the most damage they can. And, you see all of these level 5 drone skills here. This is going to make me effective and able to defend myself, able to kill other people should I run into them, and that's the goal. So basically, set a goal for yourself, map it out, find some good fits, put the fits in, and then figure out what skills you need to not only equip them, but also to excel at flying them and to not get yourself needlessly killed. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, by all means hit me up in the comments section or email me, vinsis.gaming@gmail.com. You can find me and support me over on Twitch. I'm Vinsis over there, and I'm a Vinsis Gaming on YouTube. So thank you for watching. Please hit me up with your questions and comments. It's a very complicated game. I'm sure you're not the only person with the challenges that you're facing, and other people would benefit from you asking. So I'll look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you in the next video.